Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and I thank you for joining me today. This is my second video today. I wanted to get this video out there. Um, I know it's late, but I don't know. I just guess I needed, you know, I just decided to make this video, and I of course was needed time to gather my thoughts, I guess. Um, because sorry, I have my voice. Sorry, um, but fortunately, the other day there was a mass shooting in Las Vegas, and they're calling it the Las Vegas massacre, one of the worst in U.S. history. And when I saw this on the news, I couldn't believe what I was seeing on screen. People running, screaming, and pain and sadness. It was just awful scene to see on the news. There was many people who have lost their lives that day. They were just at a concert. They were out to have a good time. To enjoy themselves, and they didn't think, nobody thought that anything like this would happen. And they thought that, people on the news, they reported that they thought it was part of the show. People thought it was like fireworks going off. People were now aware that there were gunshots until people saw bodies hitting the ground. Um, it's just terrible, and it's just like I couldn't, I cannot imagine the fear people had that night during that day, because it's just like I haven't experienced something like that, and I hope that I don't have to. Um, but it's so scary even to see on the news. Um, but I wanna send my blessings and thanks to the people who gave their lives, to make to protect to make sure sorry to protect other people's lives. There's people who were, shielding, using their body to shield others from getting shot. There was people who were pulling the injured into the vans, cars to get them to the hospital. You know, there's just a lot of people who were stepping in and you know using having that amount of courage to put their own lives on the line to make sure others are safe. It's just so sad. Um, I didn't read much into this what happened. All I know, all of my knowledge is what I have heard on the news or read it up on the internet. But it's like I have no words. Like it's such a tragedy. Of course, my prayers and thoughts go out to all the people, to all the family and friends who have lost loved ones on that day. And my thoughts and prayers go out to the people who survived, who are recovering in the hospital. And I pray that they make a full recovery psychologically, spiritually, and physically. because I cannot imagine the traumatic, effects that this shooting will have on people. Um, there's so much life taken that day, and I thank God every day that you know that He has blessed me with another day. And here we have a case of in this case, one person just taking um, other human people's life. Um, I don't know why there's too much blood being spread, and it makes me sick to my stomach. Um, it just makes me sick to my stomach. I'm just lost for words right now. I just, again, I'm not like a fan of guns or violence. I don't like violence. I don't like guns or any of that stuff. Um, but no matter what you feel about guns or your knowledge or your education on mental illness, if that's the case, we have to be united on this. We have to. There has been tragedy after tragedy. There were just three different hurricanes that devastated so many people. Devastation, and took, of course, that took lives too, and others are left with nothing at all. This devastation, that's national disaster. And now we have a shooting that killed lots of people and injured. You know, it's just like it doesn't make sense to me. I wish that you know overall that human life was valued, but it is not, and that scares me because it's like nobody knew this was going to happen, and there's no preparing. You can't prepare yourself for this stuff. There's no preparing yourself for this. You have people who went out for an evening of fun, and to only be left in scared and frightened and traumatized. People gave and there's I can only imagine what's going on because people were confused of what was going on. They thought it was part of the show. They thought it was fireworks. But once the news reported that once people saw bodies falling to the ground, they realized that it was serious. That this was no show. This was serious. But I mean, God bless everybody God bless those who gave their life to others. Gave their life to protect others that night, risking their lives. There's people who died to protect other lives, you know, and of course, there was other people. There are those who were not so lucky who lost their life, lost their life, lost their life protecting others in this horrific events that occurred in Las Vegas. Like, man, I'm just so lost right now. I can't even muster the word. Like, I don't know what else to say. This is a tragedy. But the, but hopefully, I don't know if these are the right words, but hopefully something good can come out of all this tragedies, because there's been more than one in these past couple of months. And that is, I hope that as human beings, we can, or especially United States citizens, part of this country, we can unite on this front and start to take action on valuing human life, because we need to. Because I don't know. I'm just sick of seeing shootings, killings, anything that involves the death of one taking the death of somebody, taking somebody's family away, taking somebody's friend away. You know, it's so devastating. You know what I mean? Like, I just I wish, I hope that this stuff like this can bring people together, because we cannot be divided at this point of time. We must come together and be strong and fight against this. Fight for human life, because human life should be valued. There has been way too much blood spread throughout the years of the history of this world altogether, all around. I'm not talking about just the United States. I'm talking about everywhere. Like, human life, like, it just makes me so sad. And now people are living without their wives, their husbands, their friends, their brothers, their sisters, their aunt, uncle, cousins. Like, it breaks my heart. It really does. And I don't know if this was a mental health issue that triggered this man to shoot people. Um, but as as a country living in the United States, we have to. If this is the case of mental health, we need to be more informed of it, have more education towards it, um, because it's important. Because people are sick, and there are people out there who are sick who need help, and we need to be aware of mental illness in this country and anywhere we go, because it's real, and a lot of people suffer from mental illness. I don't know if this is the mental illness case, but if it is, if it was, then we need to be more educated on it and don't cast it away, because health people, mentally ill people need the help that they need, um, so that they don't harm others. Now, I'm not saying that this is the case, but I'm just talking in general. And I don't know what you guys feel about guns, but it, it's just like the bloodshed needs to stop somehow. Um, for me, I don't like guns, but and I understand the Constitution, what the Constitution says. I don't need somebody to tell me what the Constitution says. I know what that says. But when a tragedy like this happens, we need to take a step back and look at the bigger picture, at what's going on. Because people are losing their lives, or people are getting seriously injured, and it needs to stop. And unfortunately, I don't think it's going to, because obviously this is not the first mass shooting that has been in history, and it's not going to be the last. But we have to find a way to unite, make this us stronger. This shouldn't divide us. This should actually make us stronger to be wanting to live a better life. Whether you have children or your mother, your father, your uncle, your aunt, your grandparent, doesn't matter. We're talking about human life here. And for those people who gave their lives for others that night, to gave their own life to save others, the ultimate sacrifice, you know, just shows that we should be united on this front. People gave their lives. They weren't concerned about their own. They were just concerned about how I'm gonna help other people out of this situation, this devastation. You know, like I don't know what else I don't know what to say or do, but my prayers and thoughts go out to all the families and friends, all those who have lost family or friends, uh, and or people who are in the hospital. I pray for them all. I pray that they can somehow I pray that they find peace somehow one day, because it's gonna take a while to get over this. This is something you can't just get over, you know. It's going to take time to heal. Because not, you know, it's not going to happen tomorrow, not going to happen next year. It's going to take a time, you know. But as outsiders, what we can do is we can find little ways to help these people who are recovering from either natural disasters, shootings, or anything. We as outsiders that we were not involved, are not affected, can help those people, you know? And even if it's the little things, like, you know, little things matter, you know, because eventually they'll develop into a bigger thing. But it's just like I'm just tired of all this bloodshed going on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so confused. I'm just so lost in thought right now. But yeah, my prayers go out to everybody was who was affected by the massacre. I pray that they find peace one day, that they can find peace, not psychologically, mentally, and spiritually. I pray that this horrific event makes these people stronger, the people who have survived stronger, and I hope it makes us, the outsiders who were infected, us stronger as one unit, because this should lead to discussion, more discussion. We should not avoid discussion about guns or mental illness or any other, high value, topics. We should be more open to talk about them. And if you want to talk to them with me, I'll be happy. This is where you can talk about it. This is a safe place. We need to be more open to talk about mental illness. We need to be more open of um, gun laws, guns in this country. We need to be more open of incarceration. We need to be more open of abortion. We need to be more open to all these topics that are controversial or things that are very high value, high topics. We need to talk more about it so that we can be educated more on these things, so that things like these can be prevented. Those people didn't need to leave. Those people in Vegas, they didn't need to lose their lives. They didn't deserve this. Nobody, nobody deserves this. And I pray for the families of those people who have lost their lives and who are in the hospital, especially those who have um, gave gave their own life to save others. Like, that's something to say about the character of all those people. But I understand. So today I want you guys to tell your show sorry tell your loved ones that you love them. Give them a hug, give them a kiss, because every not every day is guaranteed. It's not. I don't. It's just not. So when we're on this earth, we need to make the best of it. You know, those people who died in Vegas, they're not gonna get this. They're not gonna get another chance. But we can get. But we can. But we can live our life to the fullest every day, no matter who you are. If you're a human being and you can hear my voice, or you're seeing this video, we can live our life to the fullest every day, and do not take life for granted. Just don't, because you never know when it's time for you. It's sorry, you don't know it's time. You don't know when it'll be your time to pass. So be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for the people in your lives. And let's be more open to conversation about topics that we shy away from, that are controversial. The more talk we have, the more educated we get. We have to be educated. We need to talk more about this. We cannot shy away. And let us not be divided at this time. And these past couple of months have been horrific. We need to be united on this front. And I hope and pray that things will get better in this world. But we have to start with ourselves and look ourselves in the mirror and ask ourselves, what are we gonna do to change this? What's going on in the world or in our own community, town, city, doesn't matter. What are we going to do? What can you do to prevent this some tragedy like this? Rest in peace to all those people. May they rest peacefully in heaven now. And let us be more. Let us get educated. And I really hope you guys comment on this video. Um, I want to know your thoughts, your opinions. I want to know what you guys think about this tragedy in Vegas, this Las Vegas massacre, because it's important to me and it should be important to you. Because this, as I said before, this is not going to be the last time this happens. Unfortunately, I wish that this would be no more, but it's bound to happen again some place some other at different time. But I need you to all of you to be blessed or grateful for what you have. You know, don't take life for granted, because it's not, every day is not guaranteed. You know what I mean? So, and those who are watching, who if you guys have lost family, friends in this horrific massacre, my prayers go out to you too. We are in this together. Our prayers and thoughts, everybody should just, I always see I'm speechless at this point. But yeah, my thoughts and prayers go out to those people who are watching this video who had family and friends who were victims of this event or this massacre. I'm sad. I'm sorry about your loss, but just know that I'm keeping you in my thoughts and prayers. And I hope things can get better, or at least be prevented from this happening again. Because this shouldn't have happened, but it did. But we as people, as human beings, we cannot let this tear us apart. We need to unite and be strong. We cannot let this destroy us. We have to find a way to make this. We have to find a way for this to make us stronger as human beings. Because I don't know about you guys, I'm sick of this bloodshed, no matter what the reason is. So please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to talking to you guys again. Talk to you guys later. Bye.